Martha, this month I'm in need of a bit of more money, so another $2,000 would really help. I don't think I have enough this month with what you've already given me.
You made sure to pay for all of your bills this month, right? So, how come you still don't have enough money?
The cost on textbooks in college are so dang high. Putting all of them together would come out to around $2,000, right?
But Cassidy, you're in your 4th year of college now. You're pretty close to your graduation and have already bought all the things you needed for your classes this year. And most of those classes are labs. So why are you talking about textbooks right now?
What?
You told me that you are in your 4th year. And that after your 3rd year there, you would mostly be doing things like labs and not really need any textbooks.
I know I said all of that, but I still need the money for some textbooks. I'm sure a high school graduate like you could never understand what I'm talking about, though. When it comes to us college students, we'd love to take all kinds of classes during our last year to make some extra credits, and that means we still have to invest in textbooks. It would be a waste of time spending one more year here doing nothing besides labs and projects, when we can still be learning so much more.
Really?
We all come to these places to learn, and that means until we've graduated, we will take all sorts of classes to learn the most that we can. The same goes for me, and I will be studying right up until the day I graduate.
You college students really are amazing some ways. I should have guessed that, though, by how all you go there paying tons of money to study all sorts of new things.
And in my case, you were the one paying for all of my tuition to this college, right? Both our parents died so early on, and you had to step in and put in all that work for me. For that very reason, I want to make sure I spend every day I have on this campus studying for my future. You wouldn't want me wasting all that money you paid, right?
I'm happy to hear that. If that's the case, then I'll hurry up and get you the money for those textbooks. But could you give me a little bit first? A lot of things happened this month, and some of my shifts were taken away from me. Can I send you the $2,000 later this month?
What? What happened that made them take some of your shifts away?
Dave went and got a new job within a different company. That left nobody within the house for a far longer durations of the day. So I needed to stay home to make sure that chores and the likes have been getting done.
Oh, so Dave finally got himself a real job. I was getting kind of worried for a bit there about you being with a low-life man working in that sad little factory all day long.
What?
I was wondering how someone who graduated from college could just waste all that time they put into studying by becoming a factory worker. That's why a little while back I told that to him right to his face. I said that being a factory worker made him a failure to this society. Then I went on to say that as a real man, he needed to get himself a real job.
What? Cassidy? You said something like that to Dave?
I'm your little sister, and because of that I was worried about your guys' relationship. You ended up becoming a low-life high school graduate with nothing to show for, right? And at the time, your husband was working at a low-life factory. And as your little sister, my life was filled with worries about you too.
A low-life high school graduate? What's wrong with not going to college? Around this area, there are plenty of people who went right to work after getting out of high school.
Yeah, in this area. However, the place that you are living is nothing compared to the rest of the world. I can understand all of that because I'm going to graduate from college. But to a lowlife like you, you'd probably never understand how sad it is when someone doesn't go to college and do something with their life. In this world, you are meant to go to college after high school. And then from there, you get yourself a good job.
I'm sure things are different in living in the city like you are now, but out here in the countryside, we don't really see the point in having to go all the way through college in order to have a good life. Honestly, hearing all of that from you doesn't really make me feel all too happy. And now you're going about how Dave's job was meant for lowlifes as well?
I'm graduating from a very amazing college and want to get into a powerful company. A place with a good pay from the start, and that has all sorts of really nice employee benefits. A place where I can brag to everyone else about because this is so just dang amazing. That's where I want to work, where I need to work. And comparing a company like the kind I want to join with Dave's factory job, like, you can see who's the lowlife. Working there, you don't even have to have a high school diploma because it's a job that literally any idiot can do.
Excuse me?
I know that a high school graduate like you would never understand, but that is the way the rest of this world views factory workers and their job. Sorry, my friend is calling me for now, so I have to go. And for that $2,000, make sure to get it for me as fast as you can.
Hey Martha, I just had a look at my text messages. What's going on? What's going on with your part-time job? You're going to have to take on more shifts now?
Actually, I just got a text from Cassidy a little bit ago about how she is going to need more money for school.
But didn't you already pay for her last year and all the things she needed to graduate?
She told me she's going to need to pick up some of more textbooks, and that is going to cost her some more money.
What? But hasn't she finished getting all her credits in order to graduate? Why would she need to still pay for more textbooks?
She told me that it's normal for all students to study up until they graduate, no matter how many credits they already have. That's the case for all the students in college, right? They all go out and take different classes on their favorite subjects in order to not waste any time and money.
Huh? I don't think there's a single student that I've been with who would do something like that. There are students that plan to go to graduate school and will continue studying. But your average graduate will stop fooling around after they get all their credits. They will start focusing on finding a job or thinking about where they'll move next.
What? But Cassidy told me everyone studies up until the very last day before they graduate. And in her case, it's going to be costing her $2,000 for textbooks this time.
$2,000? I'm sure she can deal with getting used textbooks or something if she really needs them. Everyone gets used textbooks for the most part because they're so much cheaper. I've never heard of anyone paying more than $1,000 a year for textbooks, especially during their last year before graduating.
Huh, really? But she kept going about how she really wants to study up until her last day there. And unlike me, she is a very smart cookie. So far, I'm the only person she can rely on for anything money-wise, so I want to do everything I can to make sure she has the life she deserves.
I really love how much you care for your little sister Martha. But you really have been paying for literally everything that this girl does. For both her schooling and her life, pretty much. Yet she is still asking you for more money so that she can pick up some more textbooks? How about you get your little sister to pick up a part-time job if she really wants those books so badly?
From what she's told me, there is no time to work part-time. She's told me that from morning to night she is in lecture halls all day taking classes, and during the weekend, she is focused on all her assignments and never has time to leave her room.
A fourth year in that school is still having to go to class from morning until night? No, I'm not buying this, Martha. I have never, and I mean never, seen someone try that hard on their last year in college when they already have all the credits they need. I'll take care of her textbook fees this time. I'm getting a new job here and will be bringing in a lot more, right? So it's my turn to help your little sister out so that you can take a break.
Thank you for saying that, but this is my family's problem. And although you're my husband, you shouldn't be handling my sister's fees. I have been supporting her since she first entered that school, and I will continue to do so until she's out of there.
Now that I'm talking about it, it kinda sucks having a wife that cares so much about her little sister. Well, if that's what you want, Martha, then I'll step aside and let you handle all those costs. But make sure not to sell yourself out to her, alright?
Thank you, Dave. And I'm sorry about the worries Cassidy has caused you. She should have never asked about anything about the work you do and asked that you change jobs.
Aha. You're talking about that now? She was getting all upset with me for working in that factory, calling me a lowlife and such.
I'm so sorry about that. She should never be able to talk about others' work like that.
You don't have to mind what she said. And it's not me she should be worried about for the most part, right? Although because of her little remarks, I was able to find myself a better job. So I guess I could thank her for that.
If that's how you really feel about all of that, then I guess things are fine.
My job as your husband is to take care of you, and the same extends to your sister. I really hope that she can find herself a good job and enjoy the last little bit of her time in college.
I really hope so too. Just another year of supporting her, so that she has all the needs to be a good little adult.
Listen to this, Martha. I was given a job offer. I will start working for them in the spring if I take the offer. And they just so happen to be the company I've been aiming for.
Congratulations! Way to go, Cassidy! You put in a lot of effort to get here, right? Looks like all your hard work has finally paid off for you.
I suppose so, but I just have to say that this is just because of how awesome I am.
But the fact that you got an offer from them after all that time you spent going around doing interviews and such. I know you had to put a lot of effort into all of that. You even traveled as far as Florida going to interviews and job fairs.
I'm sure you have no idea about any of this since you never went to college, but all of the hard work is what's expected from us college students during our last year. All of those interviews we go to are meant to discern which of us are meant for the real world, and which of us will end up having to work low-life jobs.
This really is an interesting world. For me, all I had to do to get my part-time job was talk with the owner of the store a little.
You can't even compare what you've had to go through with what us highly educated people have to deal with when finding work. Do you even have any idea where this company I got the job offer is located? Right here, in this state, at the food manufacturing company, MCN.
What?
Oh? Am I that amazing to you that you've totally lost the ability to think now? Well, I guess things like that would happen with you. There have only been ever 3 people hired into this company from the college I'm graduating. One would have to say this company is no laughing matter when it comes to how hard their hiring process is.
Did you really get a job offer from that company? And you plan to start working there in the spring?
That's right. This spring, I will be joining one of the famous companies in this country and will be known as an elite employee there. And now that you're aware of that, from today, I'm going to be cutting ties to you. Thank you so much for all of the support that you gave me over the years.
Oh, you're cutting ties to me. Starting today. What do you mean by that?
I'm leaving you forever. From now on, I want to live a life where I don't have to think of you anymore, so never ever talk to me again after this.
What? Hey! What are you going on about right now? Cutting ties, though? Why would you want to do that to me?
This isn't something I came up with overnight, okay? I have been thinking about doing this for a very long time now.
What? Is that right?
The moment I got into college, I figured it all out. To me, there is nothing about you that is worth my time and energy. I get that you gave me the money to go to school and eat and sleep, but now that I'm graduating and will have an excellent job, I don't need you for anything anymore. And so I've been planning to cut ties with you as soon as possible.
Don't you need me for anything anymore? Why would you say something like that? Ever since Mom and Dad passed away, I have been your only family, Cassidy.
I am very aware of that, but I have plenty of friends that I can call family still, right? And I plan to make many more come my first day of work. If I'm still holding on to you by that time, people will think I actually enjoy being around lowlifes like you and will run away from me.
What did you say?
I put in a lot of effort going to this college. I didn't want people thinking that there was something wrong with me for not having my parents around anymore, so I made sure to do everything just right there. I made sure to study my butt off in all of my classes and made sure that I only became friends with the best of best at this college. Some of them are from very wealthy families, and others are so good looking that they will be models and celebrities after graduating, and plenty of friends who are still just as smart as me, and will be joining only the most powerful companies in order to become elites.
And that's really amazing of you, Cassidy, to have all those really high-class friends and plenty of more to come.
That's right, and I'm the most popular among all of them. However, right now I have a low-life, high school graduate older sister still. To me, all you're going to do is trip me up when I begin to really pick up the pace going into the workplace.
I'm going to trip you up?
Like I've said, I've already have families of friends with me right now. And once I'm in that company, I'll be getting even more friends since I'm just that amazing. I'll be getting closer and closer to becoming better than everyone else, Martha. Yet, as I become that much better, you are still going to be tied to me, sitting all the way at the bottom rung of this ladder we call life. And by having that tied to you, I will look far worse than I could be looking without you.
So that's why you're wanting to cut ties to me? Even though I went through 4 years of hard work for you?
If you want me to be very honest, all you were to me was a very convenient ATM. You never complained about anything I did, and handed me the money I always asked for, so thank you for that. But now that I'm becoming an elite, I will no longer need an uneducated lowlife like you around me.
Well, that's wonderful to hear, because my husband just told me your offer has been revoked.
What?
So I was a convenient ATM to you? Well, I'm glad we both could confirm that. I'm sorry, I'm a bit shocked actually that you just come right out and say that about me. So I'll need some time to relax.
Hold it right there, Martha. What do you mean my offer has been revoked?
I'll be able to explain that to you. So for the time being, let my wife take some time to relax.
What? Is this you, Dave?
I always knew something was wrong with you. Your sister had always been paying your tuition, as well as your housing costs, and for your food, yet you continued to ask for me, wanting her to pay for more textbooks and pay for extra classes. You gave her all sorts of reasons to get more money from her so that you wouldn't have to let her know the truth. You had all your credits to graduate, yet you said you planned to study right up until you graduated. I'm not so sure there are any students in the US doing that.
Well, that's what I've been doing. I love to study, and that's why I want to use all the time I have left here to do so.
You say that, all while never getting a part-time job to support yourself because you think of your sister as your ATM. Do you have any idea how much of Martha's time and money has been given to you?
Shut up already. She has been doing all of that because she wants to. Martha loves supporting her amazing little sister. So shut the hell up, you stranger.
I have kept my mouth shut for a long time now, actually. I knew that things were up with you, yet I shut up about it because I'm just a stranger in you guys' little relationship. Martha had really loved the thought of you being such a cute little sister to her, and she loved talking about you all the time. That's why she went and spent all her time working part-time in order to keep you in school. But I can't let you get away with your bullcrap any longer. It's over. Once you called her your ATM outright, things completely changed.
Well, you don't have to worry about it anymore because she's no longer my ATM. I have no use for her right now. Because of her, I was able to get into this amazing school and I was able to find myself a really good job at MCN. So you both need to shut your mouths about the things like my offer being revoked and bullshit like that.
I saw that while sitting next to Martha. You were talking about getting that offer from MCN, the company that manufactured food products.
That's right. I'm amazing for getting an offer from them, right? I'm so much smarter than my uneducated sister. And you graduated from college yourself, yet ended up working in some factory instead of getting a real job, which makes me even more outstanding than you now.
What about you makes you more smart and outstanding? To this company and I, there is nothing about you that stands out, and for the most part, you are anything but smart. I know that we gave you that offer, but as the CEO, I'm going to personally make sure it's revoked.
Huh? As the CEO?
I'm sorry to spoil all your fun, but it's back to looking for another job for you now. I'm sure there's some company out there that would be willing to employ piles of crap like you.
Hold on a second. Are you really the CEO of a company like that? No way. No way. You were just working for a measly little factory, right? No freaking way could a factory worker become a CEO just like that.
Well, that's what happened though. I was given this company by my aunt.
Huh? Your aunt gave you that company?
You know about how my parents both passed away before I even made it into preschool, right? Well, years and years later, I ran into Martha and we both bonded over growing up with our parents around, which soon after led us to get married. However, back when I was growing up and going through college, I never had an older sibling to guide and support me. But I did have an aunt who had been raising me as though I was her real son.
And she's the CEO of the company I'll be joining?
The company that you were going to be joining. You see, my aunt has always been single and never had any kids. So once I got out of high school, she told me that one day she'd be giving her company to me. She made hints leading towards that when I was younger, but never said anything outright to me. I kind of thought she was just joking the whole time, but she was actually very serious. And so when she made it clear that she wasn't making any jokes, I made sure to study hard in college, preparing for the eventual transition into being the next CEO.
Preparing? But after college you started to work in some stupid old factory, right?
And that factory I had been working in is one of many factories ran by this company. If it wasn't for that factory, then this year the company wouldn't have made 8 times the normal amount of food it did.
What?
Actually, we exceeded the goal quite a bit. But that was the job I had there at the factory. I wasn't just on the floor operating the machinery or anything.
Seriously?
I was actually on my way out this year, getting ready to become the next CEO. And then you came and started ranting about how I needed to get a real job. Well, that was the perfect timing, because the day after your rants, my aunt called me and said it was time. She said that it was my time to be the CEO and that the company would now be in my hands.
What?
I made the transition in record time, actually. My aunt will still be working for the company, but just as an advisor of mine, and we will start working towards an even more productive future. And considering that we want this company to be even more productive, that means we can no longer hire someone as useless as you. That's why I will be revoking that job offer now.
There is no way something like this could happen. I thought you were only just some lousy factory worker. Yet without me even hearing about it, you became the CEO of the company I'm supposed to enter?
My aunt paid for all my schooling and living costs. And I'm so thankful that she took me in as her own son and raised me so well. And that's how everyone should feel about those that sacrifice a lot in order to support another, right? I cannot believe that after all this time and money my wife, your sister, put into you, you're going to tell her that you're cutting ties now.
I'm a little bit thankful for what she did for me, but this and that are two different topics, because I want to become an elite and have a bunch of elite friends. And all my sister is an uneducated part-timer. She's not someone I can brag about to all of those around me.
She threw a lot of her own life away to support you. You should be bragging about her for doing something like that for the rest of your life.
Shut up! I don't give a damn that you're the CEO of the company I'm joining. You will not talk about me and my life like that. Who the hell cares that you're the new CEO? Nobody is going to let you get away with revoking my job offer just because you're the new leader in town. If you really go through with taking that offer away from me, then I'll sue your ass.
If you think you can do that, then please try. I'll let all 5 of my lawyers teach a half-ass adult like you what it really means to be someone in society. And I promise you, you'll know what it means.
What am I going to do, Martha? That dick actually went and did it. He really went and revoked that offer. And he even went as far as exposing other things about me. He used those things he exposed in order to have that job offer taken away from me.
Are you talking about all those things you were saying on Twitter?
That's right, those things he exposed. While at college, I have been trying to make a new image for myself, and in order to do that, I'd go online and say all sorts of things. I would say around 500 different things each day.
Each day?
Well, he found that account of mine and took screenshots of all the things I was posting in there. He sent all those tweets to the dean, as well as took away my job offer.
What were you saying on there that used in a way that could get your job offer revoked?
All of it was just a joke, actually. Things like saying that to the lead of the HR department at MCN is so good looking that I'd find a way to get his wife to divorce him and take him as my own.
What?
Things about how out of all the employees, I am the best looking. And things about how a lot of higher up women are ugly as hell and should never work for MCN.
So you went on there and said things like that about the company you'd soon be asked to join?
And also, after my interview there, I was shown around the company's office, right? During that tour, I took some photos I probably shouldn't have. And one of those pictures had documents in it that were very important to the company. And so, the main reason for my offer being revoked is that I tried to sabotage the company through leaking documents.
Well, that's pretty much it for you then. Not only were you saying some very bad things about the company's employees, but you went and leaked some very important documents online.
All I have to do is delete the account and all those posts, right? Yet they didn't even give me a chance to do that and are taking my job offer away. You need to go and talk to Dave and get his head put back on straight. He will listen to everything you say to him, which will then lead to him forgiving me.
He probably would too. If I were to beg him for all my strength to let you off the hook, he'd probably do just that. He might even let you have that job offer back and everything.
Right? No, hurry up and go talk to him. If you don't, then all 4 years of my life here would have been no waste. Those 4 years that you paid for, all would be going to waste.
And that would be very sad, right? But I'm not helping you out anymore.
What? Why not?
I had a look at your other account on Twitter. I just asked Dave for it, and he sent it to me.
What?
You were really going on about a whole lot of crap these past few years, and from what I've found, you had a lot to say about me as well.
It's so easy exploiting your older sister like an ATM. Why should we have all those take exams anyway? Those freaking idiots. I just used all my money my ATM sister gave to me on liquor and Uber. You have it all wrong. I was just saying all those things as a joke. I was just using that account to sound like a real jackass, since that's what everyone liked. You can tell how much of a jackass I was just by looking, right? I was so good at it that I got around 10,000 followers out there. They all really loved my acting like a jerk, so I kept all of that for them.
I have been your sister for over 2 decades now, Cassidy, which means it's not impossible for me to tell when you're lying. Actually, I've known all about your lies for a long time now.
What? Really?
You do realize I talk to people besides just you, right? And they have told me about what it was like being in college and what most people do. I understand that you try to play off the look that you were this really serious student who spent all their time studying. From everything I've read and seen on this other account you have, I can see you were doing plenty of things that have made me lose all my faith in you.
What?
So just like you've been wanting, we're going to cut ties. From now on, don't you ever talk to me again, alright? I don't even want to be reminded of you anymore.
No way! Wait, Martha, don't abandon me like this.
You were the one abandoning me though, right? You told me you had no use for me anymore, and I totally get that now. So let's not regret any of this and be happy that we will move on and live our own lives now without ever having to talk to one another again.
Martha.
I can't believe this is how things have to end between me and my only sibling. But you did go to a very nice college and made all sorts of amazing friends there. I'm sure you can make something happen on your own now with them and your education in mind. Good luck. With that, from now on, you and I are complete strangers. The part-time job I had for so long in order to support Cassidy is finally over with. I went and quit my job there the moment she said that she was cutting ties with me. And when I got home that evening, Dave told me I put in a whole lot of effort taking care of Cassidy like that, and said from now on, I'd be his housewife and could relax as much as I wanted. So I've taken him up on that new title, and I'm taking it easy here at home, while Dave goes off to work as a CEO. As for what happened to Cassidy afterwards, considering she had lost any hope of getting that job she was bragging about, she could no longer go on all those graduation trips with her friends, and had to cancel last minute. And since she waited for the last minute to cancel on all of them, she was left having to pay $5,000 in cancellation fees. But since I would no longer be giving any money to her, Cassidy's only option was to borrow some money. She started to live life searching for some kind of work where she'd be able to make money while also being in debt, which left all of her friends calling her an embarrassment and someone they cannot be seen with anymore. And just like that, all those friends Cassidy was bragging about started to leave.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.
Hey, Mary. Did you really marry my brother? I heard you submitted the marriage license today. Yeah, today's actually our 5th anniversary since we started dating. That's why we both took the day off to file it together. I hope we can get along well, Rachel. 5 years? You've been dragging my brother down for that long? We've been very happy together. Tom's been wonderful. I have no intention of associating with someone as ugly as you. Don't get cocky just because you married my brother. I'll never accept you as my sister-in-law. It's the worst having an ugly person like you as my sister-in-law. I understand you're protective of Tom. He speaks very highly of you. Don't try to butter me up. My brother's opinion doesn't matter here. Oh dear, it seems we won't be getting along even after the marriage. Did you really think he would? How naive. There's no benefit in being friendly with someone ugly like you. Why did my brother marry someone like you anyway? What kind of dirt do you have on him? I didn't blackmail him into marriage or anything like that, if that's what you're trying to say. Then what? Money? Are you secretly rich? No, nothing like that. We just fell in love naturally. We enjoy each other's company and have hobbies that we share. But that's the only explanation. My brother and I have been known as the beautiful siblings in this area ever since we were little. I'm even working as a successful professional model. Oh yes, I saw the magazine you were in recently. And your Instagram followers are growing steadily too. Already 300,000. That's impressive. You're following my Instagram? Don't. You'll bring down the quality of my follower list. But I love your fashion sense. Tom often shows me your posts. He's very proud of your success too. Of course I have a great sense of fashion. Unlike you, I'm absolutely gorgeous. I can pull off anything, and the photos I post with my brother are super popular with fans. They often ask if my brother is also a model. Tom is quite photogenic, isn't he? He doesn't look out of place next to you in photos and even captivates your fans. I've seen a lot of the comments you've gotten. I'm so proud to call him my husband. Exactly! He's handsome enough to be a model too, which is why this marriage makes no sense. It's completely unbelievable that such an amazing brother would marry an ugly woman like you. Ugly people should stick with other ugly people. Being called ugly so many times is starting to hurt, even for me. I may not be as pretty as you, Rachel, but I do take care of my appearance. Oh, really? What's your skincare routine? No, don't tell me. It doesn't matter. There's nothing for me to learn from an uggo like you. Just give up. It's pointless for an ugly person to try and improve their appearance. All those expensive cosmetics and skincare products are made for beautiful people. Whatever you do is just a waste of time. You don't have to be so harsh. Don't talk back to me, you ugly thing. You're even more pathetic for not realizing how hideous you are. Even so, Tom says he loves me. Please stop mocking me for just my appearance. I think we could get along if we got to know each other properly. Love? Please, my brother is just confused. And don't make me laugh, you ugly woman. You'll get divorced soon anyway, so don't get cocky just because you managed to get married. There's no way I could get along with someone like you. What did you say? You heard me. I give it 6 months, tops. This marriage is just some kind of mistake. My brother will realize soon enough how embarrassing it is to have an ugly wife. Then he'll divorce you right away. That won't happen. We're going to work together to build a happy life. We'll never get divorced. We promised each other that. And those words are part of our vows, too. Keep dreaming. Do you know how many beautiful women are interested in my brother? Ugly people should live in the shadows with other ugly people. You and my brother don't match at all. Rachel. What, going to cry? That would make you even uglier. Not that I care how much uglier you get. I'm just worried about my brother as family. He could have had a wonderful life with a beautiful wife. A life with an ugly wife is just a waste. I'll work hard to make you accept me as his wife someday. I'll make you see that I'm good enough for Tom. Work hard? At what? Getting plastic surgery? That'll never happen, idiot. Instead of wasting your effort and wasting my brother's time, just get divorced already. I won't give up on having a good relationship with you, Rachel. I want this to work out because we're going to be family from now on. Ugh, you're so annoying. This is exactly why I hate ugly people. They never know when to quit. Please, would you like to have coffee sometime? We could talk properly. I wouldn't be caught dead in public with you. What if my fans saw us together? Oh God, I don't even want to think about it. I understand, but my door is always open if you change your mind. Whatever, I'm going to call my brother and talk some sense into him.
Did Rachel say something to you again? Or did she harass you directly?
Huh?
Rachel just contacted me saying I put your ugly wife in her place. I thought she might have said something nasty to you again.
Well, yes, I think I was called ugly at least 10 times.
What? I'm going to call her right now and tell her to stop this. She's got to grow up and learn to treat other people with respect.
Well, she also said our marriage won't last 6 months.
That's ridiculous. I can't believe she'd say that.
Rachel clearly doesn't like me. She said I don't match you and that she'll never accept an ugly sister-in-law.
I'm so sorry, Mary. Rachel's being so disrespectful as usual. This isn't the first time she's done this. She's been like this with every girl I've dated.
Don't worry about me. You don't need to apologize. Rachel is just worried about you.
Huh? Worried about me?
She said you deserve someone more suitable, someone who could make you happier. She's actually a caring sister who thinks about her family. I can see that. That's why I hope that we can get along.
Mary, you're too kind. Rachel's just being selfish. Seriously, you're amazing, Mary. Even speaking kindly about my incredibly rude sister. That's what I love about you. But as a person and as a brother, I can't forgive this. I'm sorry my foolish sister keeps hurting you.
Really, I'm fine. Don't worry about it. I believe she'll accept me as your wife eventually. When she sees how happy we are together, she'll realize I'm good enough.
She should probably see that. We've been together for 5 years.
Some people need more time to accept change.
You're right. I'll help prove it too. That you're my wonderful wife. Well then, let's start planning the wedding.
Oh, already?
Why not? We've already submitted the marriage license. It's the best way to show everyone our happiness. A wedding is a symbol of joy after all.
That's true. Since we're officially married now, let's start planning the wedding.
Actually, I have something to confess. I've already shortlisted some great venues. I'm sure you'll love them.
As expected of you, Tom, you're a fast worker. I guess we just need to roughly decide on a date then?
You probably never noticed, but I've been looking at venues for months and dreamed about our wedding day. I just knew you'd say yes.
You're always so confident.
Of course. Anyway, we need to pick a date when everyone can attend. Especially since your parents are so busy. We don't want anyone missing our ceremony after all.
I'll consult with my parents soon then. I don't have any particular preferences, so let's work around everyone else's schedule.
Speaking of your parents, should we tell Rachel about them soon?
No, let's wait. She might make a scene if she knows beforehand.
You're probably right. She can be unpredictable. I'll check with our parents too. Let's plan this together.
Do you think Rachel will actually come to the wedding?
She better. Mom and Dad will make sure of it. I won't take no for an answer either.
I hope she doesn't cause any trouble.
Don't worry. What's the worst she could do at a wedding? And if she really cares about me, she won't ruin our big day.
You're right. It'll be fine.
By the way, I was thinking about streaming the wedding.
Oh, for the guests who can't make it?
Yeah, I've been getting more followers lately because of Rachel's post.
That could be fun. Let's do it.
Great. I'll figure out the details. This wedding will be perfect, I promise.
As long as we're together, it will be. Rachel, what are you doing? Why are you wearing that outfit? It looks great on me, right? I specially prepared it for today. I didn't even own any morning clothes before this. You went shopping specifically for this? Of course. Only the finest black silk for my brother's funeral. What? Why would you wear morning clothes to a wedding? You know what day this is, right? Of course I do. Because it's a wedding. I came to mourn for my brother, the groom. What? Even the staff were impressed. They asked if I was a model. Did you see how many people are taking photos of me? I decided to wear this dress because marrying someone as ugly as you is the end of his life. Plus, they say marriage is the grave of life anyway, so morning clothes are perfect. What you're doing isn't just mocking me. You're mocking Tom, your brother. I'm not mocking my brother at all. A wedding is about both the bride and groom. This is a really important day for him too, and you, his sister, are ruining it. Ruining it? I'm making it memorable. Today isn't important for my brother at all. It's just a day for an ugly woman to dress up and get full of herself. It's the most meaningless day in the world. You're wasting his time and money. What? I bet your dress cost a fortune too. Such a waste. My poor brother having to go along with this stupid parade of yours. That's why I'm in mourning for him. I prepared the finest morning dress to match this supposedly joyous occasion. I'm here to mourn my brother who's marrying an ugly woman. Are you sure this is okay? Shut up, ugly. No matter what you say, I absolutely won't change clothes. Everyone's watching me instead of you anyway. You can hate me forever. You don't have to accept me as Tom's wife, but this behavior is truly unacceptable. Your parents must be heartbroken too. No way. Mom and Dad and all the guests will understand. What? Can't you see how everyone's looking at me? They get it. Especially our parents. They care about my brother even more than I do. Deep down, they must be as sad as I am about this marriage to an ugly woman like you. They'll be delighted to see me in mourning clothes. What about my parents then? Have you considered how they feel about their daughter's wedding being trampled like this? Who cares? Ugly people's parents matter even less than you do. If anything, your parents should be reflecting on themselves. They gave birth to an ugly child and created a victim like my brother. They should regret passing on their ugly DNA. How can you say something so horrible? That's going way too far. Uh-huh. Did I say something wrong? I'm just stating facts. Bad genes are bad genes. Ugly people's parents shouldn't pass on their ugly DNA in the first place. I never thought you'd be this tactless and horrible, Rachel. I wonder what your fans would think if they saw you like this. As if I'd show this side to my fans. I'm a professional model, after all. Even if they did see, my fans wouldn't abandon me. Is that so? Then we'll just continue this Instagram Live. You're fine with that, aren't you? What? Tom's been having fun with his new followers lately. You're pretty outspoken on social media too, right? Surely it's fine if people see you attending a wedding in morning clothes. Your fans won't leave you over something like this. Oh, wait a minute. What do you mean Instagram Live? How long have you been recording? Tom's been streaming since before you arrived, on his account. My brother? It's his first Instagram Live, but he seems to be enjoying it. He's been excitedly filming all around the venue. He even went to the entrance saying his sister would arrive soon. So your morning outfit was captured perfectly. Why is my brother doing an Instagram Live? That's something celebrities do. He's just a regular person. A regular person you proudly post about on social media, on your verified account with 300,000 followers. Delete it right now. Oh, look, the comments are really flowing in now. You said it yourself. Posts with Tom are super popular with fans. Because of that, Tom's account has been gaining followers rapidly. They keep increasing every time you post about him. Really? He now has 100,000 followers, despite being a regular person. It's almost like he's a minor celebrity. What? My brother has that many followers? Yet he posts about his private life openly, including our marriage announcement. He got tons of requests to see the wedding. Some friends who couldn't make it from far away asked too. So he started the Instagram Live for fun. You should have told me that first. Oh, no, my account is being flooded with comments. The DMs are insane too. Oh God, it's already being covered by online news sites. The hashtag is trending. Wedding in mourning. Stop! Stop! Make it stop! That's what happens with 300,000 followers. Just like a real celebrity. This is no time to be impressed. What's with these news headlines? Evil model bullies sister-in-law? Oh, it's almost time for the ceremony to start. We'll need to end Tom's live stream. Rachel, you should take your seat quickly, before it's time. What? Unless you want to change first. Don't be ridiculous. How can I sit quietly in this situation? Great, now my manager is calling too. Oh, if you've gotten a phone call, please take it near the restrooms at the back. Good luck with your manager. This isn't over. You're right. It's just the beginning. Look what you've done. I've lost all my work because of you. My followers keep dropping from 300,000 down to 100,000. Oh, the same as Tom? I guess that makes you a regular person too. My agency is threatening to terminate my contract. Shut up. That's not true. I'm a professional model. Don't mock me, you ugly thing. Still calling me ugly. Hasn't the word caused you enough trouble? You planned this all along, didn't you? Then figure it out yourself. You're the one who showed up in morning clothes. This is all your own doing. You could have warned me about the live stream. Like you warned me about your morning clothes? Oh, the entertainment industry is a harsh world where beauty alone isn't enough to survive. I've worked hard to polish myself, and now it's all ruined because of you. Even if you're going to be like that, I'll sue you for damages. What did you say? You heard me. I'll take legal action against you for what you've done. I'll sue you for compensation for all the work I've lost because of you.
Then we'll countersue for emotional damages. You're still taking it out on Mary? I won't forgive you anymore, even if you're family.
What? Are you... Tom? You can't be serious.
Can't believe you came to your brother's wedding in morning clothes. It's absolutely disgusting. This could even count as defamation against Mary. I'm definitely consulting with our lawyer about today.
A lawyer? Wait, hold on. We can't go to court over family matters. Let's deal with this in private. We're supposed to be family. Tom, please, wait! I did it for you!
Mary is family too. You hurt my important family member. What's wrong with suing someone over that? You're the one being completely unreasonable.
But she tricked me! She knew about the live stream.
There's nothing like that. I'm simply in love with Mary.
You're blind. Look at her. What's so good about that ugly woman? She's not cute at all, unlike me. She's just a bundle of ugliness. Her parents must be incredibly ugly too. What could you possibly love about someone with such concentrated ugly DNA?
Hey Rachel, you don't know what you're talking about. Mary's mother is the famous actress Sarah Young.
What?
You know, Sarah Young, who's still a leading actress. You must know her.
You're lying. This is just another trick, isn't it? What? That's impossible. Mary's mother is that famous actress? Wait, Sarah Young has a child?
Well, it's natural you didn't know. She keeps her family life completely private for work reasons. We were planning to introduce everyone quietly during the family greetings. But you canceled using work as an excuse, so you didn't get to meet her.
No. So everyone else knew? Mom and Dad knew too?
Yeah, we were planning to tell all the wedding guests today, and ask them not to spread it around or take photos.
So that's why they looked so horrified when I arrived? No way. This can't be happening. Sarah Young is the top star at my agency.
Oh, you're working at the same agency? Then she's your direct senior, and she probably saw you in your morning outfit when you arrived.
What? No wonder my manager was so angry.
Well, you better deal with that yourself. Anyway, Don't ever take things out on Mary again, got it? I don't want you coming anywhere near her.
Wait, Tom, help me fix this.
You did this to yourself.
Mary? Is it all true? Is Sarah Young really your mother? You heard it from Tom, didn't you? Or can't you even believe your dear brother's words anymore? Please, I need to know. But this has to be a lie. Sarah Young is the reason I entered show business. Really? Ever since I was little, I've always admired how beautiful she is. She's such a great actress, too. But I wasn't good enough at acting to become a child actress, so I worked hard enough to enter show business as a model instead. I even chose this agency because Sarah Young was there. You chose the same agency as my mom. You must be a real fan. I'm happy you admire my mother, but this is pretty complicated. Has she said anything about me, like that I'm pretty or beautiful? I believe she called you an absolutely tactless, horrible girl. What? Well, of course she did. She was there as a mother, not a celebrity. Both my parents were looking forward to their daughter's wedding. But then their daughter-in-law shows up in mourning clothes. How could they possibly be happy about that? No. She contacted your manager right after the wedding, said she wants nothing to do with you anymore, among other things. Also, something about teaching you some manners, quickly. Please, there must be something I can do. This can't be happening. I got blacklisted by my idol. I've always admired Sarah Young. I dreamed of working with her someday. Looks like that dream will never come true now. But I can still fix this, right? Huh? You married my brother, which means I'm related to my idol now. Even if she hates me now, we can definitely become close eventually. I think that'll be difficult. I already told my mother about your usual behavior, too. What? She just interrogated me about everything. She said there must be other harassment, too. Someone who shows up to a wedding in morning clothes must be doing other terrible things. So I showed her all our interactions. No, she found out about all the times I called you ugly. Yes, your declarations about never accepting me as family, telling my parents they should regret giving birth to me. Both my mother and father were furious. What do I do? What do I do? I'm definitely getting blacklisted. I'll never get decent work again. I might even get fired from the agency. Things might get pretty rough for you, but that's not my problem anymore. You don't have to accept me as family. Just please, don't contact me again. What? I really can't forgive you for wearing morning clothes to the wedding. Well, goodbye. Good luck surviving in the harsh entertainment industry with your beautiful looks. That's all you've got going for you now. Rachel's morning clothes incident became major online news and caused huge backlash. Her fans and followers kept dropping, and she was soon fired from her agency. Of course, she became estranged from both our family and her own parents. And her friends have been gradually distancing themselves too. I heard she recently started a YouTube channel saying, "I'll rise up from this." But her most successful video, fashion show in cute morning clothes, only got 1,350 views.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.
Amy, are you free tonight? free. I'm doing overtime work on my day off because of you. What do you mean, because of me? Don't act innocent. I've been here since morning fixing your reports. Oh, come on. It can't be that bad. You dumped your work on me and left just half an hour into your shift on Friday night, saying your grandmother had collapsed and you needed to go home. You were supposed to work this Saturday instead. Well, emergencies happen. And how is your grandmother now? Oh, my grandmother miraculously recovered. But when I got back, I was invited to a mixer party at just the right timing. They're one person short. Would you like to join us, Amy? So your emergency was fake. Do you realize how much trouble you caused? Look, the work will get done either way. Why are you being so uptight? Because I'm the one doing it. All of it. That's why I'm trying to make it up to you. This mixer could be good for you. What? Me at a mixer? Yes, it's going to be great. These guys are really successful. I'm not interested. You know how guys love women who work at hospitals. The title medical administrative assistant really helps attract men. Plus, having someone like you there makes me and my friends stand out more. So basically, you want me to be your foil. Don't be so negative. Think of it as helping each other out. Helping each other how exactly? You don't have a boyfriend, right? Even being a foil is better than nothing. It's not like you get many chances to meet people, since you're so plain and quiet. Excuse me? I'm just being honest here. You should be grateful I'm even inviting you. Grateful for being insulted? So, let's meet at the station at 7 p.m. Your face might be hopeless, but try to wear some cute clothes, okay? Sorry, Sarah, but I have a husband, so I can't join mixer parties. What? You're married? You seem shocked. Of course I am! Since when? Well, I don't really talk about personal stuff at work. It's understandable you didn't know, so yeah, please invite someone else. No way! That's got to be a lie. There's no way someone as plain and quiet as you could be married. Why is that so hard to believe? Because, well, look at you. There's nothing wrong with plain and quiet people being married. Anyway, I'll see you at the hospital on Monday. By the way, that work you dumped on me was full of mistakes. Be prepared for me to teach you how to properly prepare documents from scratch. You can't be serious. Oh, I'm very serious. Every single mistake will need to be corrected. What? And you'll be doing it all yourself this time. You're just jealous because I have plans tonight. Yeah, sure. Well then, enjoy your mixer. Hope you meet someone nice.
Hey, where are you? Hurry up and make my lunch.
I'm still at the hospital working.
I don't care. Come home now.
I already told you I'm working overtime today. Just eat by yourself. There should be leftovers from yesterday in the fridge.
Leftovers? Are you kidding me?
What's wrong with leftovers? The curry I made yesterday is still perfectly good.
I don't care if you're working overtime. A wife should come home and make lunch for her husband. You can't seriously expect me to eat leftovers from the fridge.
I told you yesterday I'd be working today.
So? Change your plans.
I can't just leave work whenever you want, and I warned you so that you'd prepare to eat out or make something for yourself.
Excuse me?
I have responsibilities here. Can I get back to work?
You're so useless. Complete failure as a wife. Do you know who you have to thank for living in such a nice house? Don't get cocky just because you have a job too. What's the big deal about working overtime on your day off?
I'm not getting cocky. There's no need to call me useless or a failure over something like this.
You clearly don't understand your position.
My position?
As my wife, you should be grateful I married you.
Excuse me? Did you really just say that?
Shut up! your fault for neglecting your duties as a wife. I'm probably the only man who would marry such a boring woman like you. You show no gratitude and don't even do what you're supposed to do as my wife.
That's...
What? Going to make excuses again?
I'm not making excuses. I'm doing my job.
Your job is to take care of me. Whatever, I'm hungry. I'll just order Uber Eats for lunch. But you better make dinner properly tonight. I won't accept any shortcuts. And make sure it balances with whatever I have for lunch.
What are you planning to order for lunch? If you've decided, tell me so I can plan the menu.
Seriously? Obviously, I haven't decided yet. I only just decided that I would order from Uber Eats.
Then how am I supposed to balance dinner with your lunch?
Figure it out. That's your job, isn't it?
How can I figure it out if I don't know what you're eating?
Just make something that works with whatever I end up ordering.
That's impossible without knowing what you're ordering.
Stop arguing and just do it.
You're always making such unreasonable demands.
What was that?
Nothing. Just let me know what you order when you decide.
Whatever. Just make sure dinner is perfect.
I'll do my best.
Your best isn't good enough. Make it perfect.
Hey, Sarah, what's the deal with clocking in and then immediately taking time off? Why are you monitoring my time clock? Because I have to cover for you. Again. Shut up. Thanks to you, I can't focus on work right now. What? I can't believe you've been hiding this from everyone. Hiding what? I just heard from someone at work. You really are married. And not just that, your husband is the chairman's son? Talk about marrying up. It's not that big a deal. Not a big deal? Are you joking? It's just my personal life. Liar. Of course it's marrying up. His father is literally the most important person here. Being the chairman's son means he's the heir to this hospital. That means that he's going to be the hospital administrator, isn't he? You totally hit the jackpot. Well, he is supposed to take over eventually. How did someone like you even manage that? What do you mean, someone like me? You know exactly what I mean. Either way, I can't waste time working anymore. There's no way I can accept a plain Jane like you having a better life than me. I need to do something about this now. What are you planning to do? Are you really just going to abandon your work like this? None of your business. It is my business when I have to cover your work. Alright, I'm planning various things. So anyway, I'll be taking some time off from today. Please process it as paid leave. Sarah, you don't have any paid leave left. You just started this year, so you had limited days to begin with, and you've already used them all up. What? How is that possible? You've been taking days off constantly, remember? Then mark it as sick leave. I've developed a mental illness from the shock of being outdone by you. Seriously? Yes, seriously. The stress is unbearable. That's not how sick leave works. Just process it. You're the administrator's wife, aren't you? Make it happen. That's not how this works. Well then, I'll be going. I'll come back to work once I'm better. Sarah, wait! What now? You need to properly submit your leave request. Whatever, just handle it. That's not my job. Isn't everything your job now, Mrs. Administrator's wife? Get used to it. Long time no see, Amy. Huh? Sarah? Miss me? You've been gone for a month without proper documentation. Sorry for taking a whole month off, but thanks to that, I've fully recovered, and I've finally found my future husband. Don't tell me you were actually looking for someone to marry during your sick leave. Of course, that was my treatment. That's not what sick leave is for. It was the only treatment good enough for my mental illness. What? And I found the perfect man. You need to focus on your work responsibilities first. So anyway, I'm going to marry Jack. Please divorce him. What did you say? You heard me. This isn't funny. I went ahead and stole him from you.
What do you mean, went ahead and stole him? What are you thinking? First, you take an absurdly long break, and now you're telling me you stole your colleague's husband?
Don't act so surprised.
How long has this been going on?
Long enough for him to fall in love with me. Just so you know, I'm not joking. I'm really going to marry Jack. He says he wants to dump you and be with me as soon as possible. Jack talks about you all the time, how he gave you the privilege of marrying him, but you turned out to be useless. How you got cocky after marrying into success. That's why you ended up losing him to me.
He was always cold to me, but I never thought he'd actually betray someone like this.
Betray? Please. This is just fair competition.
Fair competition? You're talking about an affair.
Don't be so down, Amy. Compared to plain quiet you, I'm obviously more attractive. It's only natural that there's no competition between us. It's inevitable that Jack would fall for me. Cheer up.
Seriously?
Yes, seriously. You should be grateful, I'm telling you directly.
Grateful for what exactly?
Besides, when you divorce him, you'll get a decent amount of alimony. Aren't you lucky he's successful? But that successful husband is going to be mine now. I'll be the future hospital administrator's wife, so hurry up and fill out those divorce papers, you loser.
I'm the hospital administrator, though.
What?
You heard me.
Stop joking around.
I'm fine with divorcing him, but you won't be becoming the administrator's wife.
What's wrong with you? Has being cheated on made you lose your mind? There's no way you could be the administrator. You're just a pen pusher, like me.
Actually, I'm both the administrator and an administrative assistant. I mainly work as an assistant, but my name and photo are right there on the hospital website's administrator's greeting.
What? Oh my god, you're right! Why are your name and photo there?
Do you want me to explain it slowly?
This can't be right.
Because I'm the administrator, like I just said. Becoming administrator was actually a condition of marrying Jack. His father, the chairman, really insisted on it. Since Jack doesn't have a medical license, the chairman wanted me to take over, because I do.
Wait, hold on. Jack isn't a doctor?
Huh? You didn't know that either?
He never mentioned it. And how would I know? It's normal to assume he's a doctor, right? His father owns this hospital. How could the hospital owner's son not be a doctor?
Well, turns out it's possible. Jack failed his medical licensing exam.
What?
Unfortunately for you, he doesn't have any license to practice medicine. His father, the chairman, was furious. He said someone who couldn't even pass on their first try doesn't deserve to be a doctor and wouldn't let him retake it. But as a parent, he still wanted Jack to inherit the hospital somehow. That's why having a medical license was a condition for marrying him.
Really?
You seem shocked.
Of course I am! He told me he was going to inherit everything!
I met Jack, got engaged, and when we went to formally greet his father before the wedding, that's when the chairman first told me he wanted me to become administrator if I married his son.
And that's how you became administrator?
Yes. Did Jack tell you something different?
He said he was next in line.
I quit my job at my previous hospital after getting married to Jack. Then I became administrator here. Jack works as the chairman's personal secretary.
Personal secretary?
So, I guess you could be the secretary's wife if you get married.
No, this isn't right. This isn't what he told me.
What did he tell you exactly?
Wait a minute. Okay, I understand you're actually the administrator, but why are you doing medical administration work? As administrator, you're the second most important person in the hospital after the chairman. Someone like that shouldn't need to work on the front lines.
Because I enjoy it.
What?
Is that so strange?
Yes, you could just order people around. The chairman handles the detailed financial work, but I prefer this. I love figuring out how to make things run more efficiently and finding ways to eliminate unnecessary work. That's your reason for doing administrative work? What other reason would I need? You're not making any sense. I think it's better to be on the front lines where I can see things from a doctor's perspective, an administrator's perspective, and a patient's perspective. Plus, the chairman seems to prefer having his daughter-in-law working in the field rather than throwing her weight around as administrator. What? I really didn't know any of this. Well, that's not surprising. You never took your work seriously. Anyway, sorry, you can't be the administrator's wife. What? That doesn't matter to me, and I don't care if you're the administrator. I'll just have to get Jack and the chairman to fire you. What? You're going to try to get me fired? Of course! This is all wrong! Well, the chairman is still his father and runs everything, and I just looked it up online. You don't even need a medical license to be an administrator. Oh, yeah, I think I heard something about that. The chairman needs a medical license, but the administrator doesn't. See? This proves everything. So Jack can be administrator even without a medical license. The chairman probably didn't know this. That's why he gave the position to someone like you. I really doubt the chairman wouldn't know something like that. But if the top management tells me to step down, I'll have to comply. I'm just an employed administrator after all. Just you wait. Soon, Jack will become administrator, and I'll be the administrator's wife. You'll leave this hospital as the loser you are. Now hurry up and sign those divorce papers. We'll see about that. What's that supposed to mean? You'll find out soon enough. Why? Why aren't you getting fired? This makes no sense. How did the meeting go? Don't act innocent. I was surprised too. The chairman actually told me to continue as administrator. This isn't how it was supposed to go. What were you expecting? Why won't they fire you? This is ridiculous. Well, it's not really about not wanting to fire me. They can't make his idiot son administrator even if they wanted to. The chairman's outburst was pretty entertaining. Stop smirking through text. I'm just stating facts. Huh. Well, I didn't find it entertaining at all. We went to talk to the chairman directly with Jack. And why did we get yelled at and have water thrown at us? I've never seen the chairman that angry. His married son is having an affair, and with a hospital employee no less. They're both demanding his mistress become the administrator's wife. Any sensible person would be furious. What did you say? Which part surprised you? All of it! This wasn't supposed to happen! Having an affair, asking for divorce, and demanding to be made administrator. It was pretty scary when he exploded at Jack, calling him an ungrateful fool and a hopeless idiot. Isn't throwing water at us too harsh? And then firing both Jack and me? I'm about to become his son's wife, his daughter-in-law. How could he fire us? You still think you're going to be his daughter-in-law? Of course, once this blows over. I was surprised about both of you getting fired, too. I thought I might be the one cut loose since he's the son, but wow. The hospital's reputation in the community is everything. I'd rather die than make this idiotic son the administrator. Even at a time like this, I'm surprised he could make such a cool-headed business decision. No, this can't be happening. Reality is harsh, isn't it? This is impossible! If Jack can't inherit the hospital, there's no point in marrying him! I'm breaking up with him. You can have Jack back. Have him back? Yes, I'm done with this. That's not helpful at all. I'm divorcing Jack. Whether you two break up or not doesn't matter to me. And I'll be suing both of you for damages. What? Did you think there wouldn't be consequences? You can't sue me. Watch me. Well then, my lawyer will be in touch, ex-junior. Wait, can't we talk about this? We just did. Good luck with your job search. Amy, please! Goodbye, Sarah.
Amy, we need to talk.
There's nothing to talk about.
Please, forgive me for doing something as stupid as having an affair. I'll never do it again. So please don't divorce me.
No way. I can't stay married to someone who betrayed me once.
You're being unreasonable.
I'm being unreasonable?
Yes, think about my position.
Your position of having an affair?
I'm in trouble if you divorce me. Never thought Dad would abandon me. And if you divorce me, I'll have nothing left. I didn't really want to have an affair. Please try to understand how I feel.
Excuse me?
You heard me. This is partly your fault too.
How is your affair my fault?
As my wife, you should understand what kind of position I was in. I can help being jealous of you having a medical license. Plus, you're good at being administrator. I'm always by Dad's side as his secretary. But it's painful how he's always praising you.
So you had an affair because I'm good at my job?
You don't understand how it feels.
Well, I have contributed a lot to the hospital. I analyzed and eliminated unnecessary work to reduce staff overtime, which gave everyone more energy to care for patients. That led to better reviews, more new patients, and improved hospital management. Of course, I also managed to reduce crowding issues.
See? This is exactly what I mean.
What exactly do you mean?
You're the child my dad always wanted. How could he just throw me away like that? I'm his son. I've been working as Dad's secretary. I've learned a lot and I could do well as an administrator. So why is he choosing you over me?
The chairman already explained that, didn't he? A hospital is all about community service. Just imagine if you became administrator. You're a married man who had an affair, trying to steal someone's job and doesn't have a medical license. And you're the chairman's son. Your reputation would be terrible for the hospital. Who would want to be treated at a hospital that overlooks all the things you've done?
But I'm his son.
I understand that you've always wanted to follow in your father's footsteps, but you stepped down from being the successor yourself. You chose your own path by not putting enough effort into your studies and failing your exams.
I get it. So please don't divorce me. I promise I'll never do anything stupid again. I won't be arrogant or jealous of you anymore.
It's too late for promises.
What can I do to fix this?
It's too late. I want a divorce, and I don't want to see your face anymore.
You can't mean that.
As director, I'm banning you from entering this hospital. I've already asked security to escort you out if they see you.
That's impossible. This is my father's hospital.
But it's my hospital too, and you have no rights here anymore since you were fired. Now, if you understand, hurry up and sign the divorce papers.
You can't do this to me.
I already have. Goodbye, Jack.
Wait! Just give me one more chance.
I've given you enough chances. We're done. After that, we had a meeting about the divorce with lawyers and the chairman present. Jack must have felt powerless in front of his father because he quietly signed the divorce papers and paid the settlement right there. Then his father declared, "You're banned from the hospital from now on. Never show your face to her or me ever again. You're no son of mine." And shockingly, disowned him. Jack collapsed to his knees, and when he finally got back up, he looked miserable as he walked out of the chairman's office. By the way, Sarah paid me damages and disappeared somewhere. I heard rumors that Jack is desperately searching for her, saying, "Take responsibility and marry me!"
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.